Hey, beautiful souls, welcome or welcome back. If you're down to my channel, this is me, the Witch Tarot. If your intuition leads you here, then there's might a message for you to hear. Okay, as always, take how it resonates, leave the rest for someone else. I hold space for any messages that may come through from my guides to allow to convey these messages for the highest and good for everyone. If I'm called to pull an extra cards, I will to get more messages, and at the same time, I am water scrying. Okay, so let's have a look. What will be the energy for you? Okay. Again, as always, take how it resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Don't force it if doesn't fit. Okay, I don't take reversals. Okay. 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 As much as possible, I don't like or have love readings on this channel because the channel is guidance, healing, wisdom, But if I am called to do something like love reading, I will. Okay. So you have 7 of Pentacles. I'm sorry for the glare. Okay. Yeah. Obsession. Yeah, this one wanted to come out. You have the major arcana here, the devil, and then you have 10 of Swords. Wow. This is a lot. Okay, so this one wanted to come out. Strength. Of course, you needed strength to face all of this. Just a sec, let me check on something. I don't want to share something that I'm not sure. Okay, just a sec. Yeah, okay. I feel like this is a situation that you have been thinking of. You need to reassess on the thinking of the next project. You are looking, I think you are not looking on something. Like there's a blind spot. You miss the spot. That's why there's a devil in here. You keep tracing on what's going on. It's like, where did I go wrong? Feels like the energy, like what went wrong. I follow the instructions, I follow the procedures, I follow the when you're cooking, you follow all this. First step, you need to follow ingredients, the measurements. The next is how to prepare a single dish. You need to follow it all the way through until the dish is cooked, right? So yeah, you have two major arcanas in here. Okay. Wow, and the death card. Wow, 3 already. 3 major arcanas. the situation in here is changing. Yeah, and you need to have a strength about it. Okay, whatever you are being going through right now, something must comes to end. This is like, I heard it's a peak. It's a peak. You need to see beyond the illusion. Take this. Okay. See, this is the traditional tarot. As you can see, the woman is blindfolded. You need to see behind the illusion. Devil is illusion, obsession, right? You need to lift the veil, breaking illusions. Because there is something in here that I mentioned on the first part is you missed the spot. Something you missed. That's why you have this kind of energy. Yeah. And it's a burden to you. Burden. This one. This one. Okay. See beyond the illusion. See the other perspective. And you have the hangman. Hangman is seeing the other angle. Right? This burden, you need to see the other angle. The other side of it. Okay? You need to listen both sides. You need to see both sides. You have 4 major arcanas here. Wow. Are you some sort of a huge trouble in here? Because this is much. This is much. Really much. Too much, I must say. But it will have an ending here. Okay. See, when I mention ending, you have a fool. Fool, new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. Fool is like, as you can see, you have a 0 in here. 0. So meaning beginnings. You have strength to take a leap of faith on this. You have 1, 2, 5 major arcanas already. Wow. Wow. And Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Just like the Fool. I'm not surprised. Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm blown away. I'm speechless on your reading. As much as I can, I could shed light on this kinds of situation of yours, okay? So, I heard, please know that you are being guided. I heard this is a test. Wow. No wonder why. Ace of Cups is new beginning. You handle it with the you have a capacity, emotional intelligence. Okay, let's have more. Okay. Okay. Guide. See, I mentioned you're being guided, then you have a guide. 15 may be significant, that breaks down to 6. Okay, I'm called to do that. Okay. Okay. Education. 12 may be significant, breaks down to 3. So self-mastery. Handling things well. I heard enough the burden. And I heard don't create suffering that isn't there. I don't know what's that for. Take how it resonates as always, okay? See, you have Ace of Cups in here. You have abundance here. 1 may be significant. Starting from now? Okay, yes. I heard yes. You have Hangman in here. Changing perspective. You have education here. You have learning. 4 may be significant. 4 is stability. Solid foundations. Practicality. Solid and reliable. You know? Please don't move. I fix my table so the cards won't move. Okay? So still they moved. I don't know. I asked my guides if they are the one who is moving, and they said yes, because they are wanted to pointing out. So don't freak out if the card moved. I cannot. Yeah. Take this one. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hmm? The Fool moves because of the air. Okay, so I'm lost a series of thoughts. Maybe I'm picking up of you. Maybe I'm picking up your energy as well. Harnessing the energy. I heard. Harnessing the energy that you are the only one you can solve. Oh, that makes sense. Don't create a problem that wasn't there, because the devil is the big illusion. You're just creating your own demise. I don't know what's that for, but again, take how it resonates. Mortar and pestle. So integration, subtlety, and thoroughness. See? I think you need to change something. Apply things on your own situation. Just like the learning here, education. Whatever wisdom that you have, I think you need to apply that one. Self-thought. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You have assault. Cleansing. Protection, banishing negativity. So salt is one of the most basic common tool, or should I say it's a common but a powerful one. You can use that. Maybe you can have bath salt to cleanse, to clear out the negative, the energy. You need to take care of yourself to think clear. Okay, and you are learning on this situation. This is heavy, I must say. Okay, you have earth. Peace and grounding. Yeah, you need to ground. Sometimes readings are confirmation what to do, because once in your situation, you cannot see on the other things. Sometimes you need guidance in order for you to learn. Just like me, I always consider myself as apprentice. Yeah, a novice, because I love to learn. Yeah, I am into hermeticism, occult knowledge. Yeah, I really love to learn more. Aside from teaching of my guides, I need to learn more, relate more. Yeah, because teachings of the spirits are so much different when it comes to the knowledge that us humans we perceive. Yeah, it's different. My guides are not just only their guides. They wanted to point it out that deities, yes, I am working with deities. They wanted to call it out. I'm shy. I'm shy to keep sharing on my personal. I don't like it, but they always called me to. Yeah, I'm working with my ancestors and deities. You have snow here. Oops. Rest and contemplation. So, yeah, you need to pamper yourself. You need to step back. I think I heard that you have rain. Cleansing, purification, hydration. I think, if not mistaken, I feel like this energy is a burnout energy. The cards confirms and it made sense to me. This is a burnout energy. This is for sure. Yeah, because you have mortar and pestle here. Integration, subtlety, thorns. You have salt, protection, banishing negativity. And this is, to me, you need to cleanse your energy. If you need to smudge your house, you need to have the smudge, have incense your room, if you like. You have earth, yeah, peace, grounding, and you have snow, rest and contemplation, and lastly you have the rain, cleansing, purification, and hydration. So I mentioned in the very beginning that something you missed the spot. Something is here, you didn't see it. I think you didn't see a burnout. Maybe this is the future energy. This is a timeless reading, of course. As always, take how it resonates. Don't force it if it doesn't fit, okay? As always. I always and keep mentioning that, you know, whatever that you are been doing that, because this one locked my eyes. You are tending, you are mending your business in here. Your focus on what the next step, what you're going to do. You need to be careful because this will be leading to your burnout. Yeah. To me, feels like you need to have schedules that whatever suits you, whatever you feel. This you have a schedule. Yes, we do have a schedule, but those schedules sometimes it 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 disrupt it disrupt us. The reason is that because we are tired. Yeah, as simple as that. Our taking care of our vessel, we must nourish just like the rain. The rain will nourish the ground. It cleanses, you know, taking our vessel, taking good care of ourselves. You might need to pay attention to what your food intake. I'm not any professional here on whatsoever, but I'm reading your energy. Okay? You need to pay attention of your what you eat. You need to pay attention what you consume, most especially drinks, food, socials. I don't know. You know, or maybe you need to have time to rest because when we get burnout, yeah, we don't as much as we can. We need to avoid that because burning out it will slows everything down to us. It will have a very making a very like a toll on us. And yeah, maybe you have a partner that must take care of you. Maybe you have, yeah, or maybe you are a mother that taking everything in the household. Aside from you're having your job, you're doing the multitask. You know, remember, our body is not a machine. We need to honor this. You need to respect this. We need to nourish it. Okay? Respect the vessel. That is a very sacred, you know? It's sometimes we are being guilty with the because of the idea that we don't produce, or we felt guilty when we are having a day off or taking our time. We felt the guilt on that. It's because the programming that we need to be a productive, but you know have some time. Don't very harsh on yourself. Okay, I didn't expect this reading to be turn out to be like this. I'm picking up the energy of a burnout because your cards are confirming. Okay, take how it resonates. The cards are talking, and I feel also the energy of it. It's like you're in a hamster wheel that on and on. The cycle and the loop never ends. I can feel it. I can feel it. you need to, embrace the opportunity to, change our lifestyle, our schedules, our daily routine. Okay, because maybe this is a workload, that you try to keep up, but you feel like you're crashing, really crashing, right? So learn, okay? Learn. You need to embody the um, receptive energy. You need to embody a receiving, not the divine feminine energy, if you like. Even if you're a male, okay? No, the tarots are no genders, just energy, divine feminine, divine masculine, okay? So you need to take a rest, embody the divine feminine energy, that they being receptive. Yes, there are times that you need to toughen up, like go 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 go, but women, the body of the women, gen- uh, biologically, or in nature, as you may, if you may like, we are not built on, you know uh like what most men do. Okay, just like more is less, less is more. Have you tried that you just stopped chasing, but it landed in your lap um effortlessly? That's how the divine feminine energy works. Just like you just trying to see your nails, just chilling, having some, good time, you know. Yeah, out of a sudden you have something, a good news coming in. Maybe you have a good news coming in. Whereas you need to have a hustle and bustle or grinding, all the sorts of stuff. I heard you need to put your sword down for once in a while. I heard. We need to um learn. Yeah, education. Yeah, you have education. You need to learn when to embody the feminine energy. We need to learn how to embody the masculine energy, right? Just like the sun and the moon. you know that if you see the polarity, I hope the reading made sense. Yeah, you have that card here. This comes to end, You're breaking the illusion, you're breaking the pattern, you're breaking whatever the cycle that you are in, you know. I heard, I feel like this is only you're struggling. I think whatever this might be, if you're struggling this kind of routine, your kind of schedules, I think you need to reconsider, just like the seven pentacles reconsidered what's the next step for you, because you cannot, I'm not, I don't know, the collective. This energy is for the collective. Okay, I'm picking up whoever that I'm talking to. You need to think ahead of time, because this work, this routine, this lifestyle, I'm sorry, stutter. it's crushing, you know. Your body is crushing whatever these kinds of, take how it resonates as always, okay? Yourself is crushing in here. It took your soul away. If you're a very creative person, you're taking the job is just for the sake of money. Yes, I understand that. It's completely given, you know? But sometimes we need, you have a fool here, we need to take a leap of faith. We need to, you have a hangman there, seeing the lighter side, you know? You need to have strength, you know? You have strength here. Gather your strength to make decisions, to make seeing things in a lighter side. Because you have 10 of swords in here. You have lots of swords in the back. 10 of swords. Pursing or punching or pinning on your back. Okay? Once, okay, if you assess yourself, then, for example, you are in your 6 months from the, since you've been hired on this job. Just take it this, for example, you just being hired for almost 6 months now, and then you're really crushing, and the job is high paying job, if you like. Just set as a, for example, I don't know, just picking up whoever that I'm talking to, and then yes, the money is good, but in return your body is suffering. I think you need to be strategic, that one, okay? So excuse me, sorry about that. Okay, so where was I? For example, you're in the, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, okay, for example, you're almost in a six months in this job, and then you feel like you're crushing. Your body cannot sustain or handle anymore on the working schedule, the workload. I think you need to start to looking for some job that suits and it's not harming, you know. Take how it resonates, okay? Before you get taking a leap of faith on the, or landed that kind of job, you need to secure your resources, okay, first, in order to take that taking another kinds of job, for enabled for you to sustain that timeline that you are being thinking of it. You wouldn't allow that you have no resources on your pocket, if you knew what I mean. So you need to be strategic in those months. Like for example, okay, almost 6 months now, I need to take other job, even it's not high paying, but it will be provide for just for a meanwhile. It's just like you're learning to have a stepping stone for it, because I don't know, my throat is started to acting up. Maybe you are struggling on the work environment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You need to address, because taking care of our vessel, your body is screaming, you know. For some of you, okay, the lifestyle of the nature of the work is you cannot sustain anymore, so that you can have take a leap of faith, full new beginnings, like you're, this like a teenager vibe that it doesn't care wherever, how it landed. Just like a cat, no matter how high it is, they always land at feet. Because of the tail is twisting, balancing how it will land, perfectly. Just maybe you have a cat and you will land it, the job perfectly. Maybe the takeover resonates, you know. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe you will be landed a job that um, it will suits you, that it doesn't harm it's not toxic, it's not toxic to your body, and it will provide whatever you need. Okay, you need to speak up. If this is job, you need to address to your boss. Maybe he or she or whatever they them will, you can talk to them that this is your situation and this and that and this and that. You need to approach it nicely, okay, so that they can assist you. But if they don't listen, then excuse me, my throat really acting up. Okay, so excuse me. So maybe you could address this to your manager, your boss. You know what I mean, So your yourself, you need to take care of yourself most and foremost. Okay? So okay, they told me to pull the one more. Okay, pull me one more. They told me to pull one more. Okay. Oh, it's jumping. You have moss agate. Is that? I don't know if I pronounce it right. I'm sorry if I butchered that one. Moss agate. So positivity and change. So yeah, your cards are encouraging you to change the situation. Either you talk to your boss, manager, or HR, or take how it resonates. Okay, you guys. See, my guys, you can review. I don't know how to manage my table, but the cards really. I don't want to freak you out, guys. Really, you have moth. When cards are moving, my guide's pointing out something. So, moth, mystery, concealment, illusion, and then you have a devil there. You have moth. Yeah, because sometimes light is illusion. Like, for example, moth to the light. You don't see. The danger that might the end of the moth, right? I feel like this job is like a light, and then you're a moth. Just for example, like not all the glitters are gold. Is that a word? Yeah, For example, you are a moth and the job is the light. You don't think, or you know looking carefully, you just jump in. And then when you got there, oh, then you will say that this is not what I am signed up for. That's kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. And now you are, yeah. I'm so sorry. I don't know. My throat is started to acting up. Yeah. Okay. I hope this reading made sense to you. I hope I made some clarity. Okay. So I'm gonna leave the reading here. Please enjoy the rest of the evening, morning, afternoon, or whatever this video finds you. And thank you for allowing this reading to be part of your journey. I do hope you find guidance, wisdom, clarity you seek throughout the reading. And thank you for allowing me to tap your energy for this reading. And most of all, blessed be beautiful souls. See you in the next video. Bye.